Good evening, I'm Bo Williams and welcome to the 7. Let's get a look at the big 7 stories right now. And topping the list for us, America is on track to lose $12.5 billion in international travel this year. This according to the World Travel and Tourism Council, a problem that is being felt right here in East Tennessee. Sevier County Mayor Larry Waters telling us last week tourism is down across the county, both Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge. Tourism departments saying they have seen a slight decline in people traveling to the area. Now, the Gatlinburg Convention and Visitors Bureau says most of this is related to the economy and higher credit card debt. Pigeon Forge also adding that it believes this is an economy-driven issue. But while numbers are down nationwide, Tennessee Department of Tourism Development Commissioner McGhee Tyson says Tennessee is outranking other states in tourism growth.
We're already up 35% over the last 6 years. The national average is only 16%. So this region has had great growth. Yes, travel is flatter right now, and we're seeing that nationwide, but Tennessee's been beating that trend.
Visitors Bureau also says we could be seeing a decline in the last few years. Sevier County saw record-breaking numbers of tourists in the area. Ezel says the new infrastructure could bring more tourists into the area. Next on the 7, a new airline is coming to McGhee Tyson Airport. Southwest will offer direct flights starting next year. The new flights include twice daily flights between Knoxville and Nashville, as well as daily flights to Baltimore, Dallas, and Orlando. The move comes as the airport continues its expansion. As we've been reporting, it's building a new parking garage right now. This is the first of really many construction projects to accommodate the growing population in our area.
We're already up 35% over the last 6 years. The national average is only 16%. So this region has had great growth. Yes, travel is flatter right now, and we're seeing that nationwide, but Tennessee's been beating that trend.
McGhee Tyson, by the way, was recently named the fastest growing airport in the country with an average of 130 flights per day. All right, next on the 7 for you tonight, it's a case that connects Mexican cartel leaders to right here in East Tennessee. The Department of Justice says it all started with a car crash. It happened back in Rockwood in 2019. The investigation that followed would lead to a shootout with law enforcement near the Tennessee-Georgia state line, as well as the discovery of a tractor trailer filled with 1,800 pounds of meth. Now today, the Justice Department unsealed charges against 3 leaders and 2 high-ranking enforcers. They include cartel boss Juan Jose Farias Alvarez, known as El Abuelo. Now the U.S. is offering up to $10 million for his capture, with multi-million-dollar rewards for the others, all believed right now to be in Mexico. Prosecutors say the group trafficked massive amounts of meth from west central Mexico to the streets of our country. United Cartels was recently labeled a foreign terrorist organization and is now a top target for U.S. law enforcement. Next on the 7 tonight, today marks the 80th anniversary of VJ Day, when President Harry S. Truman announced Japan's intention to surrender during World War II. And on this anniversary, we are reminded that one Knoxville sailor remains among those unaccounted for all these years later. Seaman First Class Herbert Colquitt was 19 when he was last known to be alive. He was assigned to radar picket duty around 20 miles west of Okinawa, the site of one of the bloodiest battles in the Pacific. Colquitt was on the USS Lucy when it was attacked by Japanese fighters.
126 of her 312 officers and men went down with the ship, and what was rescued by friendly forces. So Herbert Colquitt died that day, and he is still MIA.
Colquitt is one of more than 18,000 names memorialized on the Courts of the Missing at the National Memorial Cemetery of the Pacific in Honolulu. Next on the 7 for you tonight, the East Tennessee Realtors Association says East Tennessee's active listings inventory has finally surpassed pre-pandemic levels. We're slowly seeing the housing market return to normal post-pandemic levels. Now, the East Tennessee Realtors Association telling 6 News that home sales are now up 13% from last year. That's a positive sign, but with more inventory on the market now, prices are still high. Experts say there's a mismatch here with more expensive listings and fewer affordable options for the average East Tennessee family.
So prices definitely are still rising in East Tennessee. We've seen for the first half of the year anywhere between 1% to 4% increase in price appreciation, which is much better than it was the last few years. So it's definitely calming down, but I wouldn't say that they're dropping yet.
McHale also shared with 6 News that overall the housing market is slowly but surely becoming more stable. You know, we are your local election headquarters. We are at the halfway mark of early voting for the 2025 City of Knoxville primary election. A total of 2,002 early votes have been cast, with an additional 472 votes cast by absentee ballot. As of today, over 82,000 registered voters are eligible to vote in this election. Now, the deadline to request an absentee ballot is coming up. It's going to be on Saturday. On your side now with a health watch tonight, the Knox County Health Department will be back out spraying for mosquitoes after West Nile Virus was found in North Knoxville. Tonight's spraying will happen from 8 until 10 in the Devana Street area. This is between I-275 and North Central. The spraying will cover the streets you see highlighted on this map. May be hard to see. That includes Baxter, Woodland Avenues, also several other streets south of, say, Columbia Avenue and north of Bernard. And while the health department says the spray is non-toxic, it is encouraging people in those areas to stay inside. It is also encouraging people to keep their pets inside as well, or at least in the backyard during tonight's spraying. Again, that's from 8 to 10.